I should have been did that shit. Yeah, that shit make nice, bro. They hit. It hit long. It hit everything.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to
Everybody using it for a reason. Shit.
AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks.
They said he just got on.
This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a toss left.
Come on.
Tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They'll look to throw. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Come on, Ertz. You got to pick up that block, bro.
He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw.
I knew he had that one.
It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we?
What?
I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
No, we ain't in no playoffs right now.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 13.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he powers his way up past the 30.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like they can...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Let's go.
30. 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. But
I think the dude who JJ playing got a stream in that league.
The receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Yeah, it's an
Dallas offense here set to
God.
begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on off.
There he goes right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for Dallas. 72 yards.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
So 1st and goal and a chance to make amends for the earlier pick 6. Now here's Pollard. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal line. A pickup of 2. Brings up
2nd and 1. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Makes the score.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
This nigga throwing these balls stupid. Oh my God.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
The second down pass intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st down, Pollard. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter #1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers.
They're going to give him that every time? Okay.
But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
That 3rd down conversion good for 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Pollard. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a
Come on, bruh. Wow.
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
That's definitely on me.
That makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Panthers 7. Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it
Should have
away.
used your little tokens.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. They'll look to throw here on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys' side of the field. A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. There wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Brings up 2nd down at the 12-yard line.
2nd and 6. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
They're really going to cover 3 all game. Okay.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Cowboys 10.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Now Pollard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And down he'll go at the 25. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
This is brought in at the 21. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A very solid gain of 27.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Carolina.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina.
Joey Slide.
I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Ooh, good pick. Good pick. Damn, that's on me.
At their 42-yard line.
Should have just ran the ball.
Starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Well, call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
He'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Joey Sly lining up for the point after.
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 77 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Gonna go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Derek Brown. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. His throw caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're going to look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This shit's so fucking fake, bro.
And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal.
Up first, we have the perfect host.
Sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
What kind of throw was that, bro?
Interception. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll run with Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 38-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
Jeremy Chin there defensively.
2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
28.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is
Can't believe
the
I'm playing
NFL,
like this, bro.
and it's on EA Sports. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
He's got a man complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And he puts it through.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Cowboys 25.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably
said what?
for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, Pollard. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
For the point after.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Pollard again, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run forward with Pollard. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion. So now here's 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st touchdown. Pollard. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he comes back with one complete. Cowboy. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 9.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
You gotta feel it, baby.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Tonight's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.